living their entire lives with the presence of a foreign army that controls the movements, not just of those young people, but their parents, their grandparents, every single day. It's not just when settler violence against Palestinians goes unpunished. It's not right to prevent Palestinians from farming their lands or restricting a student's ability to move around the West Bank or displace Palestinian families from their homes. Neither occupation nor expulsion is the answer. Just as Israelis built a state in their homeland, Palestinians have a right to be a free people in their own land. You know, I'm going off script here for a second, but before I came here, I met with a group of young Palestinians from the age of 15 to 22. And talking to them, they weren't that different from my daughters. They weren't that different from your daughters or sons. I honestly believe that if any Israeli parent sat down with those kids, they'd say, I want these kids to succeed. I want them to prosper. I want them to have opportunities just like my kids do. I believe that's what Israeli parents would want for these kids if they had a chance to listen to them and talk to them. I believe that.
Talk to your man reels.
Now, only you can determine what kind of democracy you will have.
You talk to reels.
But remember that as you make these decisions, you will define not simply the future of your relationship with the Palestinians, you will define the future of Israel as well. As Ariel Sharon said, I'm quoting him, "It is impossible to have a Jewish democratic state at the same time to control all of Eretz Israel. If we insist on
talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers. None of that shit that's on TV. You know what I'm saying? We come straight in the hood. The hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench. Because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on the Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
In the politics from a hood point of view.
Yeah, that point of view.
I'm Rabbit Jones.
I'm Tony, the #1 soul brother.
And welcome to HVP. The politics is running over the cup. Got so much going on, you know what I'm saying?
These people acting a damn fool.
Running over the cup. We also got the Black Lady of the Week.
Oh, yeah.
Also. And we finally, signed the bill to avoid the shutdown in the government. How about that one? You know what I'm saying? And we're going to touch on the Gaza, what we just heard from Obama. You know what I'm saying? And I do want to get on welfare state. And that we're going to touch on with a Maga Republican. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lord. But
until then, welcome. What's going on? #1 soul brother.
Shit, but more of it. I don't know. This day been one wild day. It's just all kind of wild ass shit going on.
That's true.
These people that lost their damn mind. You got senators out here challenging motherfuckers to a fight on the fucking Senate floor. You got Comer and Markowitz going at it because he got his card because he pulled Comer's card about you trying to impeach Biden for the same shit you doing. Sound like some Newt Gingrich shit to me. Oh man, what else happened? It was some. Oh yeah, then you got Kevin McCarthy running up behind other senators, punching them in the kidneys and shit, giving them kidney shots. I mean,
like nigga, get me back.
Nigga, bow, you bitch! You voted against me, didn't you?
What's wrong with you?
Take that, sucker.
Hey, what we doing is like we were walking through, like all these old motherfuckers walk through places to places, right? And when they going through these staircases and shit, he giving extra shoves.
Yeah. And see, you can do that because up in like a lot of them hallways up in the Capitol building, them Jones narrow and shit. You know that joint old as shit. I remember I took a field trip up in that joint. Oh, this was back in, I think it might have been elementary school. We took a field trip to the Capitol. Went on a tour of that joint, all through that joint. It's a hellified building. So some of the hallways and shit up in there is narrow. So you can just go up there and slip a motherfucker a bow, pow, hit him with a kidney shot.
Yeah, nah.
And they say McCarthy, his little petty ass went up there and hit Slim with 2 kidney shots. Pow! He was trying to drop him for real. So you got such violence, all kind of wild shit going on today.
Well, my thing is, can we do anybody know we running for president right now?
Nah.
I don't even think nobody even paying no fucking attention to this shit.
Really, right now, all of this shit they talking about right now, it don't mean shit. The only thing that really matter, that really matter, and that really don't matter, is the Republican primary. That's going to be Trump. And like I say, I'm still waiting for my I'm right graphic. I told you, Tim Scott, he wasn't gonna make it. He didn't make it. Dropped out the other day. Told you money was drying up. When you hear the motherfucking money drying up and he ain't getting no funds for them donors, that shit is over. Cause you can't run no race, especially for the presidency, without no money. And if them donors ain't behind you and they ain't filling your campaign, ain't no use you going in debt. So he out the race.
Now, yeah, because I mean, all these motherfuckers were dead men walking from the beginning because they weren't gonna overcome Trump. But they put it like this: certain candidates bubbled their motherfucking chance to even try the outside chance to, to make some noise. So I think he is one of them. He is a candidate, and guaranteed. What's her name?
Nikki Haley. She's still rising in the polls, though.
She made a mistake too. I think them two right here just ended their campaign. She just going on and on. She gonna drop out soon too.
Nah, because she gonna last a few because she's still rising in the polls.
It doesn't even matter.
I think Ramaswamy are the big names to drop out.
Ramaswamy just there to be there.
Ramaswamy gonna drop out soon. The only way he'll stay in because of pride.
Ramaswamy just dead, bro.
But it's gonna come down to Trump, Haley, and DeSantis, and them gonna be the final 3.
It's just gonna be DeSantis against Trump,
right?
And DeSantis that's some dumb shit.
He's not.
Anytime you going against somebody that supported you, you're done.
Look, you have to, for one, and I always figure this: for you to beat Trump, you're gonna have to play his game to another level, but you got to play it on another level. You're not going to beat him by being passive. You're not going to beat him by just saying, well, let Trump be Trump. No. You got to expose Trump for what he is. You got to expose him on policy. You got to expose him on the shit that he say, the shit that he do. You got to expose him on his plans or lack of plans there is. You got to go at him like he goes at you. And everybody is running, and all of them is running a race where it's like, okay, it's okay to let Trump be Trump. And Trump can go at me, but I can't go at him. We can't go at him because we afraid of him. Okay, if you got motherfucker supporters, organize your supporters. Get out there, organize from the grassroots level. Get your, if you got any supporters, get each of your supporters to get 2, 3, 4, 5 people that are like-minded people that think like them and grow your campaign. That's the only way you're gonna beat the dude. Everybody keep talking about, well, he tied with Biden in the polls, and he leading Biden in some states. Look, Biden is leading this dude right now in North Carolina. North Carolina is red as shit. North Carolina is red as Kool-Aid. And if he's motherfucking leading Trump in North Carolina, Republicans, y'all got problems. But the real test is not going to come till next year when we gonna get the one-on-one, and you're gonna have Democrats here, you're gonna have Republicans here, and then you're gonna see that middle, those independents, those people that you can't poll right now. People don't understand that, and independents is not feeling the GOP. They're not feeling the gun control policies. They're not feeling the fucking abortion policy, the women's health policies. All of this shit gonna come to the forefront. It's not gonna come to the forefront now. You don't need it to come to the forefront now. Why would you put all your cards out there right now for them to attack? That's what they want. They want to know everything that Biden going to run on, and then what the Democrats are going to run on, and then we're going to attack it. We're going to trash it and not have a plan of their own. We already know Republicans do not have a plan for anything. They don't have a plan for anything. They can't even fucking get their own caucuses right. When we about to get into it in a minute, they just passed the CR to not shut the government down. So one part of the government is going to be funded till January. Another part is going to be funded till February. Already, it was 100 and some. It was 100 and some Republicans that voted for it, but it was 200 and some Democrats that voted for it. But they want to put it out there like it's the Republicans passed the bill. No, you didn't pass the bill. You might have brought the bill to let the bill be brought to the floor, but it was Democrats that did that. 200 and some Democrats did that. And now the MAGA wing of the Republican Party is already mad at, what's his name? Mike Johnson, whatever the fuck his name is, that new speaker. They're already pissed at him because he made a deal with Democrats to keep the government open.
Definitely about to profile that fool.
So, look, I ain't tripping off what's going on now. You can say what you want. Biden is doing the same thing. I'm telling you, Biden is doing the same thing Bill Clinton did, doing the impeachment, Bill Clinton impeachment. Bill didn't get out there and say what he was going to do. Bill didn't get out there and go on a back and forth and put everything out there. What Bill did was Bill kept chucking right along, and this got passed, this got done. He handled business. He handled his business, and he did and let the others and let the fucking Republicans burn. And that's what Biden is doing. You handle your business and let the Republican House burn to the ground. And then when it's that time that you have to put the Democratic platform needs to be put out there, and you don't really need to put it out there before the convention.
True.
Then they don't have no plan. And let's get one. And let me hip y'all to some. Let me hip y'all to some shit right now, especially you Republicans out there. The party that holds the White House, the party that's in power, they go last. They hold their convention second. That means Republicans, you are up first. That means you have to come with something. You have to come with something on your platform. When your convention comes, you have to say, this is where we stand on abortion. This is where we stand on social programs. This is where we stand on civil rights, gay rights, whatever rights you want to talk about. This is where we stand on welfare, food stamps. You're going to have to put it out there, and you have to put it out there first. And you don't even fucking y'all don't have a plan on nothing. You can't even agree. You got 3-4 different wings of your party, and all of y'all is fighting against each other. Well, fuck it, we'll get rid of the speaker. We don't like this. You got Gates. No sooner than McCarthy went out there and sucker punched this dude twice a day in the kidneys. This is some funny shit. You know, Matt Gaetz went and he put in I forgot what they call that thing. Well, whatever, to get him disciplined, to get him dealt with. You got too much infighting. When you got people in your party walking up to each other and sucker punching and hitting motherfuckers with kidney shots, you got a problem. When you are having a hearing and a senator ups and challenges one of the fucking witnesses to a fight right there in the hearing, which was the funniest shit I've seen today. Because dude was not having it. Dude said, he told dude, we can handle it. We 2 men, we can handle it right here. He said, yeah. Dude said, yeah, we can handle it right now. Said, get your butt up. He said, no, you get your butt up. Slim wasn't playing. He was gonna beat dude's ass. He was gonna beat that Republican senator ass. But if you got these kind of things going on.
But now, like you said, this bill doesn't pass. First of all, people don't understand this bill has to be passed. It's not nothing you negotiate for, because this right here is something that keep your government going, as far as your motherfucking Social Security, your motherfucking pension, your motherfucking anything got something to do with the government. You want that to continue going. You know what I'm saying, dog? It's already money spent. They owe you. You know what I'm saying, dog? It's like, we don't want to sit here and debate about money you owe me, motherfucker. Now, that's what Republicans want to do now. They want to debate and have a hostage stage off every time it's time to pay this shit, because they want to make changes in the government. Now, I give this speaker, the Republican speaker, whoever they got there now, Johnson, we're going to go in deep into him a little bit later. I give him credit. He didn't hold the Democrat hostage by trying to take food stamps or try to take motherfucking some of the social programs away. He didn't include. That's what saved his ass. And he not done.
He couldn't do it.
He's not done.
He couldn't even try to do it.
He knew damn well if he put any taste of that in there, it's over. It's dead. You know what I'm saying? It's like you wasting your time. You're not even really speaking no more because you're wasting everybody's time. You feel me?
This is in my opinion, this is the long and the short of it. He had no choice. He already knew. They only had 100 and some Republicans voted for the bill. It took 200 and some. He had to make a deal to get 200 and some Democrats so they could pass. Republicans, they are so fucking dumb. They could not. Some of them don't realize that they could not shut the government down. You couldn't let the government come close to a shutdown, because we went through this shit a couple months back, and it could have been because y'all didn't want to hold up to a deal that y'all made, and y'all wanted to redig on a deal that you made, and we came to close to a shutdown that didn't need to happen. And because of it, a certain amount of people, well, it was 8 people in the Republican Party, decided that they wanted to get rid of the speaker. So they got rid of Speaker McCarthy, got him up out of there. And then you had to go through all of this garbage with all these other clowns running for the speakership, and nobody could get close to what you needed to the 217 it took to be speaker. Not what was it, Coma? Shit, it was about 3 or 4 of them. So they ended up settling. They settled for Johnson. So they settled for Johnson. So his power, he don't have no power. His arm is not strong because they settled for him, and he's not going to get nothing done. Which was what I was saying a couple of weeks ago, when they could have, whoever really, if they really wanted it, they could have made a deal with the Democrats and say, look, we need 5 of y'all to vote for us, blah, 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 blah. And we know it's going to cost us. It's going to cost us this, that, and the third. But you could have avoided all of this. Now you got a speaker up in there that's just by the sure the amount of votes that he got for to pass this bill. You showed you that he really don't have that much support, and y'all really don't have that much confidence in this dude. That you had to go get 200. You had to get 200 and some Democratic votes when y'all control the House. How the fuck is that? How you had to go and make a deal with Democrats when you control the House?
Over 200 Democrats at that. That don't make no
when
sense.
you control the House. So he had no choice but to make a deal, and he gonna have to keep on making deals until they decide that they don't want him anymore. And then they probably try to, at some point they'll try to vote him out. But you could not let what happened in September happen tonight. Because that would have been it for the Republican Party. If y'all put the country through all of this, put Congress through all of this, then you ain't had no speaker at a time when you had all this shit going on overseas. You got Tommy Tuberville and his shit holding up all the military appointments. You got all these fake ass charges y'all attempting to bring up on Joe Biden and Hunter Biden, which y'all got a hard on for Hunter Biden, who's not running for nothing. And you think letting the government shut down would have been it? It would have been it. That's probably it already. So, look, I don't give a damn if the Republican House burn all the way to the ground. But at some point, y'all got the government. Y'all got the House. Do something. But you ain't doing nothing with it. All you want to do is have these bullshit ass investigations. Coleman ran for the speakership, James Coleman. He didn't get close to getting it. What do? He go right back with these bullshit ass investigations. So that's already showing you he wasn't serious about nothing. Get serious. You know? Then you got people like in the Senate, like Tim Scott. Somebody said they seen city council campaigns ran better than his campaign. Now that's not good.
No, it's not.
You know, anytime you and I'll go one further. I've seen a campaign for dog catcher with more juice than his campaign for the presidency. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, he disappointed me. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought he at least would make a viable case for poor minorities and within the Republican Party, which would be enough noise to get him the vice president.
No,
it didn't happen.
Because how can you make noise about people concerning issues for people that they don't give a fuck about and get anywhere? You want to find out, he's going to find out how much they give a fuck about him in a minute.
That's how it always happens.
See,
I just thought his story would catch enough people, right? Just to keep him in the race. But he after his first speech, right? He left it there. He didn't go in and continue it. Like, man, No More Soul Brother disagree on this part. When he brought up the cotton to the what did he say?
Cotton field Congress, whatever the fuck he was at.
He stopped there.
But I'm explaining to you in a minute. I was just saying, I'm explaining to you after you done why I didn't resonate.
That and stopped. He didn't have no campaign. He didn't have no commercials emphasizing this. He didn't continue on talking about that in the debates. Didn't bring it up one time. After that one time. So that right there is a failure of campaign management right there. First of all, as a Republican, as black man and Republican, you're already working up behind the scenes, way up the hill, off the break. So you got to find your way to get votes. If you were to start off with the disillusion or the Republican black people already, he could have just started that with his base. He didn't do that. He started off, he said that and left it there. If he would start off with that as his base, he could appeal some little same white people that you talk about that's in the same fucking situation. He can peel some of those off because who running? You feel me? Other than Trump, who gives a fuck about none of that? So it's people out there that could have gravitated towards him or Nikki Haley, but they're not making their case to take it away from Trump. Their point is they want to bring down Trump. You're not going to do that. What you want to do is take the votes that he don't have so you can compete. They're not doing that. That's why both of their campaigns are done. And everybody that's running for president right now that's not Biden, not Trump, even you, Cornell, you dumb motherfucker. You wasting your time.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you why Cotton Field of Congress didn't work.
That was nice.
Yeah, but he didn't believe it, and he didn't look. He didn't believe it himself. And it's 2 points. It's 2 points in this. Because for one, if he really believed in that Cotton Field to Congress joint,
that's a nice
one. Right. But somebody told him to say that, because you would have heard that from him a long time ago. That would have been in the narrative. You would have knew. Even though I can't stand Clarence Thomas, and there's a lot of people that don't like Clarence Thomas, you know Clarence Thomas's story. You know that Clarence Thomas was dirt poor and wherever the fuck he was living at, and he did have to pull himself up from wherever the fuck he was in.
He was a motherfucking
until he
MLK lover too. Until
he got to where he was at and forgot where he came from.
Those are the ones we have a problem with.
This is the problem. This was the problem with Tim Scott. That should have been a part of his story from the beginning. It should not have been just part of your story now when you're running for president. Then on top of that, you emphasize it at the wrong time, because you're going to come out with a narrative to say you came from the cotton field to Congress when you need the votes of motherfuckers who trying to put us back in the cotton field. It wasn't going to work. It couldn't work. You got a party that if they had their way, they would put all us niggas back in the cotton field where he say he came from. And if you really believed in this story and you didn't want to run from this story, you would have been said something. Just like when the party, they was basically calling him homosexual anyway, because they was wondering, well, you ain't got no wife, you ain't got no kids, you ain't got this. Where's your girlfriend? And all of a sudden, when you so behind in the polls, all of a sudden you produced a girlfriend the other night, and she ain't stay on stage but 5 seconds with you. She came out there, shook your hand, and rolled out. And you ain't even see her no more. What was her name? Millie something. Oh, yeah. All of a sudden, you done produced her. That didn't work. That shit didn't work
at all.
And then 2 days later, you made a surprise announcement. The announcement was so fucking funny. These motherfuckers been hilarious this week. The dude whose show he went on didn't even know what he was going to say. He just about the blue said, man, I'm suspending my campaign. Motherfucker like, you what? Yeah, man, I'm suspending my campaign. God damn. Where'd that come from? So, dude, you was a fraud from the beginning. Because if
I argue that you're a fraud if you black in the Republican Party any fucking way.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
Hey, I can live with that.
You start off as frauds.
You know, but
I'm just talking about as a campaign manager standpoint,
yeah.
Right? His key points was to stay on that and try your best to peel off the same type of white people that is in this situation.
Right. But see, if my thing is this.
From there.
My thing is this. When okay, I was trying to find somebody that had something like a narrative like that in the Democratic Party. When Bill Clinton ran, Bill Clinton was another one that was dirt. He grew up dirt poor.
One of the first ones
He was dirt poor. He didn't have no money. He wasn't rich going into the White House. He got rich as fuck afterwards, but you knew his story long before it was time to cast a vote. And see, when he come out with this cotton field to the
I like it.
I know you like it. It got a ring to it, but the smart black person and the person that he trying to reach is going to look at him and say, you trying to pull the wool over my eyes. Where was this shit at? You know, you wasn't talking this cotton. You grew up in a cotton field. You a year ago, 2 years ago, when you was running for Senate, you wasn't out there. I was gonna make from cotton field to Congress and all this old other shit. So you telling me you gonna tell me something that I want to hear to get my vote? Bullshit. And people, even black Republicans didn't get behind this dude because they saw through the bullshit he was putting out. And that's what I always say about. My point is when I was arguing with the Republican dude, you mofos do not come to us and speak to us and know what our issues are and until you want our votes. But you tell us, well, the Democrats take your vote for granted. But the issues that matter to us in our lives and in our communities, Democrats come and speak to us. And then you always say, well, the first thing you come out your mouth is, what have the Democrats done for you? No, we don't get everything that we want. Nobody gets what they want in negotiations and politics. Anybody that said they got everything that they wanted is a goddamn lie. But we get more than what we get from y'all. That is the issue. And don't come trying to shuck and jive us and hit us with a couple of lines that sound great. If we want to listen to a motherfucker that got some great lines, we can listen to Jesse Jackson all night. But Jesse gonna do shit for us. Jesse gonna get shit done. That's why this podcast exists, because we can see through the bullshit, and we speak in a way that we know the people out there that's looking at this podcast right now, we know we speak to them in a way they can understand, and we ask the same of y'all. When y'all come to us straight up and speak to us in a way we can understand, and then maybe if the shit sounds good and we can do the research, you might peel off a vote or two. I don't know. Doubt it, but
Well, I was telling motherfucking Maga, man, just bring the fact. You like to go on feelings a lot, right? And we can't really debate feelings because there's no answer to that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let's stay on facts, right? Like when we get into debates about black women with these MAGAs and these black Republicans, it go left because I can't take it, right? I can debate anything all night long.
I ain't gonna take it.
Politics, anything. We can go back and forth. It wouldn't even bother me. But when you start just talking about black women in general,
nah. But
I can't even debate you.
I was sitting
My
back.
emotions take advantage of me.
I was sitting back and thinking about some of the shit I wanted to talk about now and in the future on this podcast. And you just touched on something. And one of the things I was thinking about last night, and it's they get in their feelings. It's personal. And it's never about what's good for the American people. It's not what's good for the country. Everything that they gave about is what's good for me. It is okay. I've made mine. I got mine. Fuck you. You get yours. And they don't look at people who are poor, the haves, the have-nots, and they don't think that along the way you got breaks. And it ain't a motherfucker that got a lot of money that's rich that ain't along the way got a lot of breaks. Somebody gave him breaks.
He already got it. His father gave him some shit off the break.
That's a break.
People like that.
That's a break. Your father gave you $1 million to go out and get started. That's one hell of a break. Shit, I ain't never got $10 from my father to go out and start do nothing. So that's what, it's like, okay, we got ours, we gonna get ours. We don't give a fuck. You know, we millionaires, we billionaires. Fuck it. We cheat on our taxes. We don't want to pay no taxes, and the taxes we do pay, we cheat on. But let's give a break. Let's give a break to the middle class and do something for the lower class, so they can come up out of, at least come up out the poverty level and start to get somewhere, you know. Whereas maybe they can send a kid to college, and that kid can become something other than nothing. They don't give a fuck, and then they get mad. This is the thing, like Trump and the rest of them fucking MAGA Republicans, they get upset when you propose, well, damn, we got a Cadillac health plan. We can go to any doctor we want. We ain't got to worry about if we get sick, we can be taken care of. But you got so many people in this country that if they get sick, they out of luck. Well, your answer is fuck them. Basically, then you get mad when the shit get passed and you want to take it away. And when you see it's doing good, just because you want a tax break. See, that's what people don't understand. Everything that they don't want to give us is because they want that money to go in their pocket.
ASAP.
It's like, and if you don't believe me, all you have to do is look at what Bill Clinton did. The hell they put Bill Clinton through, the bullshit ass impeachment, the investigations, the this, the that, and the third, the shit, the way they went after Hillary, all of this shit. But at the end of the Clinton administration, this country was not in a deficit. This country, for the first time in I don't know how long, I know before I was born, we had a surplus. We had a surplus where we could have did so many things. You could have fixed roads, bridges. You could have funded social programs. You could have did so much shit at the end of the Clinton administration. Not to mention we had an assault weapons ban at the end of the Clinton administration. Bush and the Republicans got back in charge. They took all that fucking surplus, did nothing with it. Immediately gave the motherfucking 1% a tax break, a tax cut.
True.
Talk about trickle down economics.
I'm about to say, you gotta realize their philosophy is different. They feel like if they get like the Maga Republic, we heard it from the black man himself, that they 1% earn it. If they feel like they earned it, they feel like that they can trickle it down. So that's their philosophy. You can't hate on what the bills that they putting out. That's their philosophy of thinking
Right.
the government works like that, even though it doesn't work by evidence. So
right,
by them keep doing that is a problem, first of all. But keep giving tax breaks to the wealthiest Americans in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in America, doesn't make sense because then let's say
that money is not coming back.
Let's say all these millionaires and billionaires and business owners, they all take tax breaks from
everything.
From when they try to do taxes, they do all types of things to do their taxes, which is welfare.
They cheat.
It's all welfare. It's welfare in taxes, and it's welfare in the government. People that's trying to be millionaires and all that, they still do welfare. They still take it. Like now, I guarantee you, it's congressmen and senators that's on Social Security, and some of them on motherfucking Medicaid.
Hell yeah.
ASAP.
Yeah.
Why is that though?
But see, this
you want it, but
right.
You don't want the average citizen that's fucked up worse than you, but you need it and they don't. Doesn't make no fucking sense, bro.
It don't, and especially when you work, you pay into them programs. Medicare, and Social Security, you pay into out of your check every time you get paid. You pay into that, and they still want to take it from you. Now, my question is this:
they're doing with the government shutdown,
right? But like you said, they accept all forms of welfare. When you had the Wall Street bailout, was that not a form of corporate welfare?
They don't look at it like that. It's like, why take it from the poorest Americans, but the richest Americans, you want to keep them? They can have the welfare though.
It's just like that piece of shit Brett Favre, and the shit he did. And he was one of my favorite quarterbacks, and he turned out to be a real piece of shit.
Garbage.
But that piece of shit was down there in Mississippi, taking funds that was allocated for welfare recipients and the poorest people of Mississippi. And you and this piece of shit ass governor was redirecting them funds to build a fucking volleyball court at your daughter's college. When your ass is filthy fucking rich. Because we know you didn't got paid in your career. You ain't spent half of your football money and never will probably. And you got all this endorsement money, and you could have got together some of them rich boosters and them rich motherfuckers that went to that college, and y'all could have built the damn volleyball court inside of 2 weeks if you wanted to. But yet you couldn't do that. You wanted to take from the poorest people of your state to do basically nothing, to build a volleyball court. And this is the way these type of people feel. Instead of, look, you made it. You built yourself up. Congratulations. Happy for you. Not hating on you.
But one thing about that,
But at some point, you gotta look out. You gotta be like, damn, I made it. But there's people out here
it's not even that.
that's struggling.
It's for like, bruh, like at some point you can have enough money that you won't worry about food or shelter for decades. If not decades, centuries. That's how much money you get.
But
That means your kids, their kids, and their kids. It's cool, right? Once you get to that point, it's like, what are you doing with all this? What are you doing when it is actual people starving outside and can't get shelter for reasons of not their fault? But you steady just compiling and just burning money. That's why I like what's the motherfucker that make all the money that be giving this shit away?
like Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, bro. Cause he in his mind, he know it's more than enough money for everybody to live. And why not give back to the unfortunate Americans, right? Now, if you pay taxes, right? Me, number one soul brother, pay taxes, bust our ass over decades and tough jobs. That's one of them we met on one of these tough joints that you bust your ass on. You get your taxes taken out of. You're expecting when you get old and fucked up. I'm gonna touch on this a little bit later. Welfare reform with Roosevelt. But once you get older, you feel like, boom, I shouldn't have to bust my ass no more because I bust my ass all that time and the government took all my fucking money. So therefore, now I can relax. I should have health care. You know what I'm saying? I should have enough money to at least have shelter. Now, if I want more elaborate shelter, I can add money to that if I can. That's different. But if you're a motherfucker MAGA or Republican, what is wrong with the elderly having some dignity as they leave their life at the end of their life, right? It's like, what are we doing? Why is this so hard? You know what I'm saying? It's like you can give the richest American tax breaks. You don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, but the poorest Americans, what is wrong with them that burns you up so much that is no help? When we all contribute. Me, I contribute. I want my money to help them, right? And there's millions of Americans that contribute in taxes that feel like I want my money to help them too. If that's what the money gonna be, you're gonna take money any fucking way. I would like my shit to help poor and kids that need help, rape victims. I want that. I want shelter in America. I want to make sure my elderly is not in the fucking streets. That's why I want my tax money to go to, bro. And collectively, as Americans, that's something that's taken care of. But if you have a party in the politics that don't want that done, you gotta point that out. And that's why we hear it's like, nigga, this is the real meat and potatoes and shit. You got a grandmother just like all of us, grandfather. They own Social Security. Your ass go in and get some of that money sometimes to get gas. Take your ass to the club. That's what you do. You don't look at it as Republican or Democrat. You don't think of that. You don't know Democrats signed the bill to make sure that money you taking out of your fucking grandma and your grandpa's shit. You don't know Democrats passed the bill for that and Republicans are blocking it. You don't know. You're not paying attention to none of that. You're just living your life. You're not knowing motherfucking they're passing bills to help motherfucking. Matter of fact, they were striking, right?
Yeah.
And motherfucking and they made it so that motherfuckers have to get a raise, no matter what, to the point where motherfuckers want to go back to the job. That's what I'm talking about. Which party makes it easier for you to make a fucking living? Don't ask for shit. You don't want no fucking welfare. Can I just make a living? Which party makes it easy for that? You gotta get a motherfucking union. Which party makes it easier for you to get a union? To make your motherfucking your job, your wages, and where you work at safe. They don't give a fuck about none of that. Who party take care of that? That's what you need to concentrate on. Fuck who is the people, bruh. That's why I'm stuck. That's the shit that blows me. Motherfuckers run around, I love Trump. I love Trump. When you get into details, that motherfucker ain't did shit for us black culture, bruh. But set us the fuck back. But you gotta look at the details. You gotta look at the motherfucking facts. But that's why we're here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When we talk about addictions, we talk about shit like drugs.
Burning me up.
Some people addicted to porn and shit like that, and alcohol, pills. But money is an addiction too. And for these people out here who's all about money, too much is not enough. There's never enough. And for those who's too much is never enough, you also, on the other hand, you got the ones that think or feel that money is power. And the more money you got, the more powerful you are.
True. That's a true statement.
Right. Okay. So if you think and you believe, and that's your belief that money is power, and the more money you got, the more power you got. How are you going to hold on? What are you going to do? You want to always be the top dog. You want to have the most money, and you're not going to let nobody get close. Nobody else's pocket get close to your pocket. So you wanna keep your foot on a little man's neck. You know, your view is always going to be as the little man exists to make me money. You know, you're gonna make your money off the back of the small man, little man, and you're not going to put nothing. You're not going to put out more than you have to put out. You're not going to put back more than you feel that you have to put back, if you put back anything at all. So these are the type of attitudes you got within this one party. And we know that it's a big segment, a large segment of that party, that if they had their chance and had their way, they would turn back the clock to a time of the early 1800s, the early 1700s, or the 1700s, the 1600s, or whatever you want to put it, and put niggas and back in the motherfucking cotton fields picking cotton. So do you think that they're gonna put anything decent like that They don't even give a fuck about their own people because they lie. They sit there and lie to their people, own constituency every year. They basically sacrifice their own the middle and lower class of their constituency. They sacrifice them every election and tell these people what they want to hear. They hit them with an okie doke every 2 to 4 years to get back in office, and then they forget about them until the next election cycle. And they continue. I don't feel sorry for you if you continue to listen to that bull and keep on going for that bullshit. I can't feel sorry for you then, because you've been told and you've been offered an alternative. And if you don't for once say, damn, I've been voting for these people gonna tell me, especially the farmers, they've been telling y'all they gonna do this and do that and do that and do this and do that. All the while they plotting to run a fucking oil pipeline through your land. Think about it. But you don't say, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. I'm gonna vote this way, and I'm gonna see how this works out if I go and vote with this person, with these other people, and see how it works out. If it works out better, you can always go back. Or you can even always use your vote as a protest vote if that's what you feel, and say, I'm gonna show these motherfuckers, I'm gonna vote for these people this time, and they're gonna get their motherfucking act together. We're gonna get all their asses out of there. But you don't do that. You keep on listening to, well, they're gonna take your guns from you. Look, just because we pro gun control don't mean we anti-Second Amendment. Democrats are just as much for the Second Amendment as any NRA Republican you can find. Because I, for one, believe that if somebody is trying to come up in your house and harm your family, rob your business, do something to your property, take what you earned, yes, you have a right to pop a cap in their ass. I don't disagree with that. Where I disagree with is there are some weapons and some things that don't belong on the street. An AK-47 and AR-15 and assault rifles of that such, I don't believe in them. They belong on the streets. Anything that could turn a semi-automatic pistol into a fully automatic pistol or weapon does not belong on the streets. Extended magazines where you can put about 30 rounds in them, you don't need them on the streets. Now, what is suitable and acceptable to protect your person, to protect your family, protect your property, protect your business, or whatever, I'm cool with it. You got the right to somebody violating you and coming up and doing something potentially hurt or kill you. Yes, you had the right to protect yourself. You have a right to light their ass up. And fuck it, if you light them up, light them up.
Hold up.
But come on.
I don't even agree with that. Because let's say the person, this picture just for a second. If a person just hit you with a pillow, keep fucking hitting you in your face, he won't stop. Just keep hitting you, smacking your ass. Bop, bop, bop. Is that a right to shoot him?
No.
All right, so we're on the same page with that.
But see, ain't nobody gonna shoot nobody for
force.
Now somebody hitting you in the head with a bat.
What's the difference to somebody?
Look, you know
With a
damn
gun,
well.
ready.
You know damn well that as I know, if I'm sitting here hitting you in the head with a pillow, even though you say stop, and I just keep on, and you gonna
What's the difference between that and shooting somebody?
it's called acceptable force.
That's what I'm saying. If they don't have a gun at all, why is it okay to just shoot people? You know what I'm saying?
I say if somebody is coming in there, say somebody's trying to break in your house. That's why I'm this where it comes out for me. If somebody breaks into your house, even if somebody's beating you with their hands, if somebody, because you can with your bare hands you can kill a motherfucker, and you got a right, just like the police have, is use of acceptable force, appropriate force, or whatever. If somebody is beating on you to the point that they didn't beat you to a bloody pulp and they beating you in your head where they could actually kill you, and it don't take but one shot to
I
kill
can fuck you
your
up with a pillow for real.
Huh? Yeah, you trying to smoke now? If you're trying to smuggle a motherfucker with a pillow, that's another.
I can literally keep hitting you in your fucking face with a pillow.
What the fuck kind of pillow you got?
What?
You got a pillow with a brick in it?
Bro, are you serious? I can knock you completely off your feet with a pillow to your fucking face, bro. Are you serious?
But that's
think about that. And nigga smack you off your feet. You done laid down on the concrete now.
I want to see this.
Do you shoot them?
No, you get up and whoop their ass.
Why? Because of the pillow?
Because a pillow is not a deadly weapon.
Exactly. So where's the line at when you start shooting motherfuckers?
When somebody's beating your ass with a deadly weapon. If somebody, like I said, if somebody hitting you with a bat, a stick, or something that can cause you to die, to not exist,
shoot them.
Then you gotta you can sit there and look. I can sit here and hit you, keep hitting you right here, right now, and keep punching you and punching you and punching you, and to the point I hit you in your temple or something like that. If you
only
feel
using your hands, should I shoot you?
Look, this is how it works. It ain't about what I feel. It's about what you feel as the victim. If you feel as though I'm attacking you in such a way that'll take your life, that can maim you, you have a right to protect yourself in any way that you seem fit and that's appropriate. Now, if somebody beating you with a pillow and you can convince a jury that was a deadly weapon, I need your lawyer's number. I'm gonna put that motherfucker on speed dial. I'm just saying. Right, like I say, you gotta be you know what I'm talking about.
You gotta be careful because as a black person, like some of these situations will get you in a worse situation.
Right,
acting like
but
that. Now, if you shoot everybody for all situations,
no.
You
You
as a black person,
no, because the standard of the law is it's got to be reasonable. You got to reasonably feel that your life was in danger.
Yeah.
So you just can't now, like if somebody breaking in your house, and
that's different.
And you done told these motherfuckers, look, don't come across that doorstep.
That force from force is not there with that. Yeah.
But now, like I say, if you walking down the street and a motherfucker just jump on you with a stick, a pole, a bat, might be pistol whipping you, might hit you with some brass knuckles. You got a right a motherfucker can jump on you, but you got every right to get that motherfucker off you. Whatever it takes.
Is it force, force for force or just anything?
If a motherfucker jump on you
So
Now I'm not talking about no bullshit. I'm talking about if a
so if a nigga
motherfucker,
put a knife on me, I can blow his ass away.
you goddamn right.
With a bazooka.
Yeah. If you feel if because a motherfucker, it don't take much to walk. That's the artery. You dead.
True.
That's the jugular.
So I can shoot
You
with a bazooka
dead. If a motherfucker, yes, you can. If you got a bazooka and that motherfucker jumped out on you and started stabbing you, and you took that motherfucker bazooka and blew that motherfucker 3 blocks down the street, yes, you can. Because the first thing they're going to ask you is what happened, and you're going to say, "Man, I'm walking down the street. This motherfucker jumped out from behind a car, and he stabbed me. He stabbed me here. He stabbed me here. I thought this motherfucker was gonna kill me if I didn't, it was so happened I had a bazooka on me. So I just had to blow this motherfucker away, I didn't intend to kill him, but the motherfucker
just blow him to another state.
I just had to get the motherfucker off me because
I didn't want to kill him.
I can't sit there and hope that the police get there in time. I had to get this motherfucker off me. So I blew that motherfucker 4 blocks down the street.
I didn't want to kill him. I just want to make it
wasn't my intent. I just wanted to get the motherfucker off.
The bazooka did that. I didn't do it. I just want to blow him away.
So what? I can't help it that motherfucker landed way over there. But he ain't had no business. He ain't had no business doing what he did.
That's why I say that part of the law is real tricky with the force thing. It's like I don't know about that because it's like if your life threatened, it's threatened. I don't give a fuck.
But if you feel threatened,
like a pillow, you can keep hitting me with a pillow, then put it over my nose. It's bullshit.
Like I say, if
like
a motherfucker
put some hot ones in your ass.
Yeah. Now, if you sitting there, say you sitting there sleeping, a motherfucker or a motherfucker that snuck up in your house and whatever, he took a motherfucking pillow and put it over your face and trying to smother you, and you just happen to have
a bazooka.
You just happen to have a motherfucking gun that you can reach. You got your shit right there, and you just bow.
That ain't force even force with it. That nigga tried to kill me.
So what the fuck? Why the fuck you shoot? That motherfucker tried to smother me.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't know how the law works, but
see, you got every right to protect yourself.
When they using shit like paper towels and shit like that,
like, no, I don't know how you can't. A motherfucker can't come down the street and pluck you in the head and then you shoot him. You can't do that.
You're like, nigga, that shit hurt.
What the fuck wrong with you? Even though motherfuckers do that,
I feel threatened, nigga. You pluck me.
Man, he plucked me.
Don't run now, nigga. Blue.
Yeah, you see the fingers on that motherfucker? They got them sick ass thumbs. What the fuck wrong with y'all? Man. Nah, you can't do no shit like that. But if that's what the Second Amendment is about. If you, your family, your property, if somebody trying to burn your motherfucking business down, I mean, shit, you see that motherfucker sitting there with the gas can talking about, motherfucker, I'm gonna burn your shit down. I'm gonna shoot that gas can. I'm gonna blow his ass up.
ASAP.
So it's the law. Everything in the law is within limits with till it comes to black people, but that's another story.
But speaking of black people, it's something we do a lot. We always emphasize the black ladies.
Yeah, then I got something I got to say.
And that's why we always get heated when motherfuckers talk about our black women.
Wow.
So this week, I feel like, man, we're gonna represent our black women. You know what I'm saying? The cocoa butter lady of the week. I feel like should be motherfucking Oprah.
Oh, you can have that one.
Oprah Winfrey. Black lady of the week. You know what I'm saying? Cocoa butter, I mean.
That's what Oprah did now.
She in a race for the Cocoa Butter Awards. Right now, she's just Black Lady of the Week. You know what I'm saying?
We'll see.
Now, you cannot deny that Oprah Winfrey, right? First of all, has done a lot first as black women. As a black woman, she's done a lot of first of all, right?
Yeah.
Can't deny she was one of the richest black women ever.
Yeah.
Right? We can't deny she was one of the influential people in television.
Yeah.
We can't deny her motherfucking when she started at in the newsroom, her motherfucking what is that called? Investigation tactics in certain topics. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of the reasons I can't stand her ass. No, because it's
Go ahead.
I had my issues. A lot of what you're saying about Oprah is true, but I have certain issues with Oprah.
Mhm.
And I was looking at some shit today about Oprah.
Okay.
Right before you hit me with the Oprah's gonna be Black Lady of the Week.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna deny it to her. But like I said, I have issues with Oprah that I've said a lot of people have voiced these things about Oprah.
Mhm.
But in her way, you know, she broke a lot of barriers and shit. I mean, because if it wasn't for Oprah, you wouldn't have your Sherry's and Sherry Shepard's, your Wendy Williams, and you wouldn't have
You went ahead,
you
Tyler
chicks like the
Perry's.
real Tyler Perry's a whole nother story.
I
he
can't
another-
stand Tyler Perry for anybody don't know, but
I can't
even
even
though he black,
stand that nigga.
these are two black people we can't stand, so it is what it is.
It is what it
but
is.
they accomplished what they accomplished.
Right. But like today I was looking at something about Oprah, and it's a lot of people
Mhm.
that feel like Oprah will serve up a brother quick. And I look back on some of this shit that they was talking about, like Luda had an issue. Luda has an issue. Ludacris has an issue with Oprah. And today was like the first time I really looked into this issue. Like
Mhm.
when Luda did the movie Crash. And anybody seen the movie Crash? I haven't heard anybody say nothing bad about the movie, especially the Ludacris acting, and it was a good movie. And he got a lot of positive feedback on it. And he was she invited him on the show about the movie. But when he got there, she ambushed him about his music and language he used in his music, and using the N-word.
Mhm.
And they had a back and forth or whatever. But what she did, or what her producers did, and you know, don't nothing go down unless Oprah know about it and Oprah approve it. They edited it in such a way, you know, that Oprah said what she had to say and got what she had to say off her chest, and edited everything Luda had to say out of it. And it was another issue. Like 50 had the same issue with her. And it was an issue with the Jackson family. Whereas she after Michael died, and they did that documentary Leaving Neverland or some shit. And she wouldn't have Mike on her show, whatever the fuck, to defend himself against the allegations. But after Mike died, and motherfuckers was two motherfuckers that went to sue Michael. Now the motherfuckers who was suing Michael, Ray Rosen and some other chump, they had already been to court twice, 2 or 3 times, and each time their story changed, and the judge threw the shit out. But yet, Oprah put them people gave them people a platform on her show, and blah blah blah. Talk about well, you know how what she say? Her excuse was, you know how I feel about abuse and blase, and I'm giving victims a chance to speak. And okay, has no problem with that. But what I have a problem with Oprah is, we know and the world knows you was close with Harvey Weinstein. Now with Michael Jackson, there was allegations. Mike went to court. Mike was found not guilty on all allegations, on everything, all counts, not guilty. Mike ain't did. They said they couldn't even find evidence that Mike did shit. But yet, afterwards, you, for whatever reason, you want to help these motherfuckers serve up Mike. Now, when your boy Harvey Weinstein, who was found guilty and gone to jail, if you so concerned about the victims, how come not once did you have one Harvey Weinstein victim on there? Even though Harvey your boy, and Mike was supposed to be your boy, but Harvey your boy, and you concerned about, you know how I feel about abuse. But you don't have one of the victims, and we know there's victims because he got convicted. You don't talk to one of these people. You don't have one of them on there. You're not crying, oh my God, I was abused too. And all this other shit you've been doing. I have a problem with, you will serve up the brother, but this white dude, your boy that we know is a predator, he was convicted as a sexual predator. You conveniently act like you don't know this motherfucker, but we got pictures of you and Gail kissing on the motherfucker. That's the kind of problem I have with Oprah. Not to say that Oprah ain't done a lot of good, and Oprah broke a lot of barriers. Because there's a lot of shit that Oprah did that if she didn't do it, a lot of people, Rachel Ray, Dr. Phil, it's a lot of book authors. The book of the month club got a lot of people, got a lot of books out there, and a lot of people paid. She even gave away a lot of cars. But she done did some shady shit in her life too. And that's kind of my issue with Oprah.
Now, all right, Oprah Winfrey was born in Mississippi to a single parent mother. Now, she was raised in the inner city of Milwaukee, where she stated she was molested at the age of 14.
Yeah, I heard that.
She was molested at the age of 14 and had a son.
I never heard that part.
Who passed away prematurely. Now, let's stop right there for a minute. She was molested. There's a black woman that was molested, right?
Mm-hmm.
At 14.
14.
And was pregnant.
At
14. Now,
14.
When people be like, man, how you be pregnant? I personally,
I've seen
I'm
younger
not
than
gonna
that.
bring their names up.
Yeah, you can bring name up, but I've seen younger than that.
That situation fucked up, and I'm hoping they say something before I do on my platforms.
Mm-hmm.
But this person was pregnant at 11.
Yeah, it's possible.
She was actually pregnant at 11.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping somebody talk
yeah.
before this podcast spilled the beans. But that's beside the point. She was molested at 14. You can have babies, and females can have babies from 11, 12, 13, 14.
Right. When you start having your period, you can start having babies.
ASAP.
And some girls had a period at like 10 years old.
Now, from that point, after she lost the baby, she was sent to live with her father. Now, her father,
when he whooping her ass.
Her father lived in Tennessee. He was a professional barber. He had a barber shop. That's where she stayed at for a while. That's what she raised till she was 19. She went to high school in Tennessee. She was an anchor in Tennessee. Tennessee is where she let's not forget she was in Baltimore for a hot second.
Yeah,
So nobody don't forget.
she was on
that.
TV in Baltimore too.
Exactly. So, but Tennessee was her bones was when she started filling her bones in TV. Put it like that. You know what I'm saying? So the 90s is where she went into a lot of motherfucking well, she had her own show in the 90s. First of all, where she had the culture. She was promoting controversial self-help ideas, shit like that. You know how women, you know, the self-help shit. You know what I'm saying? She was more of a ladies TV show, right? Where men would tune in for certain topics, put it like that.
It was a quote. It was a quote I saw today. Somebody said, when Oprah started out, Oprah started out talking to black women. She started as a black woman talking to black women who then transferred into talking to middle class white women. Then she became one.
Now she also received the Medal of Freedom from President Obama, ASAP. She also had degrees in Duke and Harvard. And she formed her own network.
Degrees or honorary degrees?
It's irrelevant, to be honest with you, B.
No, honorary degrees didn't do shit. They did.
Honorary decorated degrees.
Yeah, they just give you. Yeah, they just give you a degree, give you a piece of paper. That's an honorary degree. Don't mean shit. I mean, you know shit.
Not everybody will get those.
Everybody get them.
And in 2008, she formed her own network called the Oprah Winfrey Network. Which is called OWN. Now,
but before that, she had Harpo.
Me personally, I really don't like her channel. I don't like shit she been putting on there.
Hell no.
That's me. Same thing with motherfucker Tyler Perry. I don't like none of that garbage she been putting out. But you cannot deny.
Don't deny.
Yeah, you can't deny these things.
I agree with you on that.
That black woman has really made a mark in America.
Hell yeah.
From nothing. And that black man
Oprah
made a mark in America.
Oprah is an icon.
You just can't deny. Even if that trail from there to now, you don't like some of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that accomplishment these two people made is huge in the black community, bro. I like the fact that they work together on certain things. I like that. I like it.
I just, like I said, I'm not a big Oprah fan because there's a lot of shit. Like I said, it's a lot of shit Oprah. There's a lot of shit Oprah did. I don't get with, but I never take away her accomplishments and what she did, because what she did is you got to. Yeah, you got to.
That's the same thing with Tyler Perry. I feel the same way. It's like, but I don't.
Tyler Perry, I can't stand Tyler Perry, bro. I have an issue with Tyler Perry for one. This is one of my main issues with Tyler Perry. Is that Tyler Perry? He made it. He did this. He did the damn thing. He came up from nothing, or he basically, his story, he telling the same story as Oprah. But as far as we had came, especially in Hollywood, Tyler Perry took every fucking stereotype. He made it to the top on every fucking stereotype there was, in my opinion.
Let me reinstate. I don't want to gloss over the fact that Oprah Winfrey was molested, right?
Yeah,
she was molested by her cousin, her father, family members. That's just fucked up, bro.
Yeah, she said that was when she went through her phase where she was fucking everything in sight. That was the reason she was so promiscuous. And okay, like I said, I don't know. I won't take shit. Like I said, it's certain
She bust her ass.
She bust her ass.
deny.
She can't.
She went
right.
through all the rankings in Nashville, Baltimore. She took her lumps. Now she ain't
She took a lot of lumps.
Yeah, ain't like she just got handed some shit.
No,
She
she
went
didn't
to
have
Chicago and made her mark.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
You
It's
can
like,
never, like I say,
it's
I
hard.
would never downgrade her accomplishments because ain't too many people can do what Oprah did. And
Remember, she had the shock show before anybody had the shock show. She trying to hide from it now, but all her shows were she's bringing motherfucking KKK members on her shit.
she was doing wild shit too.
Hell yeah!
Like I say, that's some of the.
She got away from it ASAP.
Yeah,
When it started getting out of hand, but you already started it, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like that's the only thing I don't like. She run away from the garbage.
She run
shit.
away from
She
shit.
was part of that. She started some of this shit, bro. She used to have KKK skinheads. Like
what she did was
come on,
yeah,
man.
what she did was in the beginning. You was right. She was basically doing what those who came before her did. She did what the men who was before her did, and who was before her. You had Donahue, you had Geraldo was before Oprah, and who else was?
Oh, so many of them, man.
Sally Jesse Raphael. She was out there then. And when Oprah came, when it was a few, but when Oprah came and Oprah blew up,
Geraldo,
talk shows, Geraldo, talk shows blew up because of, when you went to that, when we went to that motherfucking phase where you had Oprah, Donahue, Sally Jesse Raphael, Jenny Jones,
so
Ricky Lake,
Maury,
you can't.
She made her stop.
You can't
Made her
deny
mark as a black woman. Said, "I'm in this too." Then,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So
But
it's just hard. I don't like her and motherfucking Tyler Perry is just hard for me. I don't like either one of these two people, but I can't rag on them, man. It's just hard for me to. That's the hard thing about it because they don't do anything specifically for our black culture, like especially Tyler Perry. I can't stand.
See, Tyler Perry, like I say, Tyler Perry took every.
But
Tyler Perry took every stereotype that we had that as black people like Spike Lee, Bill Duke.
Now Spike Lee, I like.
Yeah, you had Spike Lee, Bill Duke. What's the dude that directed Boys in the Hood? Damn it,
the twins.
Not the twins.
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood. Hudlin. God damn it, he died not too long ago. He did Boys in the Hood. Poetic Justice. John Singleton.
Yeah, Singleton.
John Singleton. The Hudlin. You had the Hudlin brothers who did House Party movies.
And Ministers, right? Minister Society.
That was and the Hughes brothers. You had the Hudlin brothers. They did House Party. Hughes brothers. Didn't Tupac beat shit out of one of them?
The Minister Society.
Did Menace and Juice and all of that. A lot of what we was in Hollywood, that shit was the coonery, the coon shit was gone.
Well, Color Purple was the shit.
Right. Even though, that was a Spielberg movie.
I just like the fact that first of all, she can act.
I was going to say she can act. She can sing a little bit too. Remember she sung.
Man, we're doing too much.
No, remember she sung her.
I know what that
It was for a couple seasons. She sung the theme to her show. I ain't say the bitch was Diana Ross, but she can hum a little bit.
No, we ain't gonna do that with her. The singing thing, I'm not gonna do that. The acting, perfect. Her motherfucking talk shows, you gotta give her credit. Open up a whole motherfucking network. Credit. A whole network. I can't stand, but she did it.
But the problem with me, and this is me.
I can't stand it.
She done did some shady shit.
Oh, I know that.
Along the way.
Just like motherfucker, both of them.
And Tyler Perry too.
Tyler Perry, yeah.
Just like I was looking at a thing about Tyler Perry, and it made me think back on all the Tyler Perry movies, and it was I was looking at a thing. It was why dark skinned brothers won't work with Tyler Perry. And
Go
and
ahead.
look, I was like, when I saw it, I was like, man, I gotta see this shit, because I'm like, all the black ass niggas he got in this movie. And then they went down the list when motherfuckers was talking about, if you notice, in every Tyler Perry movie, all the dark-skinned brothers play some kind of fucked up ass nigga. He a drug dealer. He beating on his wife. He beating women. He a nasty, no good. It's never the lights. And it's all and he said it was always the light-skinned brother that come to the rescue. And then they went to what's that movie? Diary of a Mad Black Woman, where you had Will Harris' brother, Walt Harris, whatever the fuck his name is. He was dogging out the broad. He was beating her and threw her out the house and shit, and all this other shit was just cold, fucked up to her. And then the chick he was bringing in, she was damn near white. And then who rescues the woman? Here comes Shamar Moore, his light bright ass. And I looked at him, I was like, that's for sure. He's like, it's like he portrays like dark-skinned brothers, some evil motherfuckers. And it's like that in all his shit.
I personally don't like Tyler Perry, bro.
No, I don't fuck with him.
But it's just hard, man. I'm gonna tell you.
I don't fuck with him. For one, I think he's fake.
If you look back, all right, first of all, people like Ice Cube should have us between Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry. He should have 20 motherfucking Fridays by now. But
Ice Cube don't fuck with Ice Cube. Got issues with Oprah.
Example. But these two together can corner the market.
They can do some. They can do some things,
and they not doing it. For some reason, Tyler Perry got to put white people all over his movies. It's irrelevant to do that, bro. We need you. I understand. Put these. I get it. Like the have and have. You ever seen have and have nots?
Y'all seen that shit?
I get it. You got the white dude in there. I get all that, bro. Like all your shows got to have this white person. But I get it. But nigga, these white people make Young and the Restless with no white people, no black people, bro.
But see,
do that first, then sprinkle in some white motherfucker.
But the thing is now, this is what Tyler Perry did, and I give him credit for it. I give him credit for it, but I don't like the images that he put out, especially Brown. I can't stand Brown. Mm-hmm. But he made his money. All the money that he made in the beginning was black money, because it was only black people. It was only black people attending them plays. And when he started doing the Medea movies, it was only black people going to see the movies. So all his money that he made in the beginning was black money. That was I give him that. He came up on black money.
I give him credit.
I give him credit on that.
But he left. It's like he just said, "Fuck y'all."
But
I'm gonna make my own shit.
I'm
gonna get an early movie too.
When he got there, I think this is the point you're making, and this is the point that I got with him too. Is when he made it was black money and a black audience that made him. But when he got there, especially when he started dealing with Oprah, that's when he went to the crossover. He went to crossover. That's when you start seeing few white people here and more white people in the movies, and the movies kind of started to cater to pulling in a different audience. That which is cool. I ain't got no problem with that. If you stay true to what got you there. But what you did is when you crossed over, you still kept them coon ass characters in your movies. And I got a problem with that.
Now, everybody know Diary of a Black Woman, Medea movies. You got The Family That Prays. You got
I like that movie.
what we talking about? Have Nots. You got Good Deeds. You got Medea's. You got Medea Christmas. Well,
Halloween, Christmas, all them joints.
And yeah, it's just straight Medea off that. I just got only thing I give these two credit for is I don't like their vision. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't like their vision for the Black culture and what they want to do.
Yeah.
I do like their format and what they build. Put it like that.
Hey, like I said, I ain't got no problem. I ain't got no problem with what you did.
It's just what they
But-
doing with this shit.
But
they
like
doing, man.
like with Oprah, this is what I got. This is where I got a problem at. Another problem. with
Now you
Oprah
know
is
your man bought BET, so I like that.
he didn't buy BET. Nobody bought BET. He tried to buy BET. He didn't get it.
Not good.
He didn't get it. Nobody got BET. They kept it. Viacom still got it. But this, like I say, is the images with some of the images, and I think that, and I really think that Tyler Perry is a fake ass dude too, because I listen to some of the things he say and the way he do. He a fake ass dude for real.
That's what
And I think it's this lot. It's this, like I know, like I say, people love him, and I feel like I'm dogging them, but I think me personally, I think it's valid points, but it's some shit with them too. It's this some shit with them too.
But this is for the winner cocoa butter lady of the week, which will turn into the Black Lady of the Year
Yeah.
nominees. And this week right here is Oprah Winfrey, who turned 69.
Oh, a big ass.
You know what I'm saying? And influential to all women, not just Black women.
Yeah, she inspiration.
You know what I'm saying?
But she need to get that shit with her. But I got something I got to get off my chest.
Forgot about him?
Oh yeah, this is where I'm going.
Okay, go ahead.
This is where I'm going. Now, Saturday night I was chilling, right? I was looking at some college football at the time, and so I always keep my phone right by me. So I was going down. I was on X, so I was seeing what was trending at the time, and I think it was like number 4 was Bill Burr, but I thought it might have been Bill Barr. I was like, damn, what, he croaked or something? So then I clicked on it, read it a few, and Maga was having a nuclear meltdown. If y'all know who Bill Burr is a comedian. I think he did some work on Dave Chappelle's show and stuff like that. And he has and his wife, her name is Nia Renee Hill. Now, Saturday night, they was at the UFC fights in Madison Square Garden. So somebody snapped a picture when Trump, Kid Rock, and Tucker Carlson arrived. So somebody took the picture of Trump, and in the background you could see Nia Hill flipping Trump the double bird.
Oh, I seen that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was them. Yeah, I seen that.
Right. So
I seen that, yeah.
MAGA went into a full-fledged racist, bigoted meltdown.
Now, for anybody to know, Trump got a social media joint called True Social.
Oh, and
My
we're gonna
man
talk about
is on
that.
it.
I gotta talk about that too after this.
So my man is on it, so ain't nothing slide past him. So when he coming here with this information, he getting it off True Social. God damn it.
Oh yeah, thank you. I'm glad you said that. So the picture went viral. So look here. If you feel that she disrespected Trump or whatever, that's your issue. And you got a right to express that issue. Just like don't get mad when the stuff that comes out of Trump's mouth that we speak on, and you MAGA Republicans get mad when he's called a racist, he's called this, and his supporters are not racist. So after this picture went viral, this is the shit that was said about her. And she went classless. She was ghetto trash, a racist, tasteless. She was called a gorilla, a bitch, a commie, a low IQ cunt. She was utterly disrespectful, a retard, a nasty woman, a hood rat, a cunt, a trashy woman. I said a clown. She was called an ape, a demonic ape. She was referred to as mannish. I said, then the nigga came out. A bratty, disrespectful, sloppy wife. And they went back, I guess they went back on her timeline and found an old tree from March 7th, 2020, when she said, God, I hope Trump gets coronavirus. This was in the midst of the coronavirus outbreak. And when he was denying it, let me see. He was called Ratchet.
You know, this
animal.
goes to a bigger thing though. Like when people get in racial relationship with black and white, this is a difficult balance to the fucking matter where you live at. This is difficult to balance, bro. Even though y'all might love each other,
yeah,
but that's a tough joint. Yeah,
it's hard. But see, my thing is, and this had me pissed off because no matter how you feel about her flipping him off or whatever, MAGA supporters get mad when we point out the racist shit Trump does and the racist shit his supporters do.
They're not racist though.
They're not racist. We're the ones who racist. We see race in everything. Now, this woman, okay, she expressed how she felt, but she was called nigger, an ape, ghetto trash. She was called ratchet, an animal. She was called. They tweeted out pictures of monkeys and apes and all kind of shit. Put her name on it and all this stuff. But MAGA is not a racist organization or don't have racist people in it. As soon as you say something to Trump and the shit Trump that came out of Trump mouth and the Trump done. And as for Bill Burr, let me see. He was pussy whipped. Somebody said he was married to Coolio. Control your gutter trash wife.
This is all true social?
No, this was all X. Damn. Crappy tasting women. He was castrated by his wife. He was told to fix your wife. He lost his balls. He's a pathetic cuck. Somebody hoped he get herpes. Him and his ghetto wife.
Ghetto wife, just because she black now.
Right.
Keep that in mind.
And y'all, I'm gonna school y'all what a ghetto is too one of these nights.
Only
his wife was compared to Jada. He's married to a classless hag. His wife is a total embarrassment, and his wife has AIDS. Now,
not good.
Okay, so when we get this MAGA dude back on here again, I'm gonna save this piece of paper because I want to know what's right about that and what's not racist. If you don't agree with her flipping the bird, and we know what MAGA Republicans have said about Joe Biden, fuck Joe. It's always fuck Joe Biden, or as they call it, or they say Dark Brandon. We know the things that he didn't got up there and said recently about Nancy Pelosi, Paul Pelosi. We didn't know what he done said about certain groups of people, certain shithole country. Go back to your shithole countries. Go back to where you came from, and all this old shit. Now,
and that's my African American.
Oh yeah. So I'm calling you out, and I got the motherfucking tweets on here to fucking, to fucking prove it. But and as for Truth Social, it seems to me, and I was reading this earlier. This was yesterday. I was reading this. He didn't put Truth Social out there, and he's lost $72 million on Truth Social.
Really?
Yes, and Truth Social about to maybe come to an end soon. Oh yeah.
Everybody don't know Truth Social is Trump app. If you want to go on there, it's just like Instagram and Twitter and all that stuff. Check it out. It's gonna be a lot of racial shit on there, but have fun.
Why you can't? Why you can't? Yeah. So that's the word on the street. He lost like 72. I mean, he's such a great businessman. They're gonna do so much for this country. So, hey, if that's what you want to believe.
I was hoping the Maga man came on tonight, but he didn't.
He ain't coming on with us no more.
But we do appreciate everybody, man, to take their time out for us, bro. Each and every Tuesday night, we come in live.
Oh yeah, something like that.
If you got an issue with anything we said, you can
Bring
come on in and talk to us live. We don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying, dog?
I don't.
We're only here for the black debate.
Something like that.
Something to get this culture to understand and see most facts before they make their decisions. That's all. You know what I'm saying, dog?
That's all.
And we lay it down, and dog whistles beware. We don't play those. All right.
Okay, this is it right here. Major breaking. Not only did Donald Trump's social media company Truth Social lose $73 million, but the company is warning it may soon shut down.
And think about that. He couldn't last longer than Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. What's the newest joint?
He ain't last longer. He ain't last longer than MySpace.
Again, a failure. It's just we didn't make this up.
Right. Here's another one. Breaking. Trump's Truth Social may be forced to shut down after its parent company reported huge losses, almost 23 million lost in the first half of this year alone. Damn. So
it's a waste of time.
So
even keeping that bitch running is a fake waste of time. You know why? Because only the racist people in America is on that bitch.
Right.
That don't make you last too long, bro.
So that's something we're gonna definitely keep an eye on. The truth is,
what was the shortest reigning app? Social app.
Truth.
It gotta be true. It gotta be though, bro.
It's gonna be truth.
Gotta be. Damn. But each and every Tuesday night, catch your boys live.
Right the fuck on.
We love the politics.
And I got one more thing to say to y'all before I call it a night.
From the hood point of view for shout.
Yeah. And I'm gonna end the night by telling y'all one more again to stay your ass out of Florida.
Don't ever forget that for sure. Because
Feel
it's
me?
a warning to all your black arenas.
Right.
Don't
Stay your ass.
no vacations there.
No vacations.
Not even vacations. Don't call your family, tell them to find another spot.
Right.
Other than that,
Hey, fuck it. Instead of going down to Florida for spring break, fuck it, go to Myrtle Beach or some shit like that.
ASAP.
I don't know, South Carolina off the hook too. But go to Myrtle Beach or fuck it. You can come into one of these beaches in Maryland. I'll meet you there.
Whatever you do,
Don't go to Florida, damn it.
don't take your black ass.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV. You know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. We the hood view, you know?